This is Money Motivation and Mike, MX3.VIP, and hello once again. Jason, how you doing down there?
Not too bad.
Not too bad? Well, I've got an episode today that's going to be way over your head. It's accounting. And I'm really sorry about this.
Well, all you got to do is count to two, right?
Yeah, you count to two and multiply times 7.
Oh, okay.
1 + 1 is 3.
Yeah, you lost me at the multiply times 7.
We have special guests. We haven't had a guest in a while.
No, we haven't.
We have accounting student Kyler Dusick with us today. How are you doing, Kyler?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. Fantastic that you're here on the show. And I mentioned accounting. Where are you at right now in your accounting degree?
So I just finished my junior year, and I'll be entering my senior year in the fall when I go back.
He is interning here with us at M.W. Wright & Company, LLC. You worked for us last December. Christmas break?
Spring break.
I thought you worked some of the Christmas break.
Yeah, I actually do. I think I was around a week or so.
I think you came in and worked, and I didn't have to. So that's the reason I don't remember.
That makes sense.
But you are learning the nuts and bolts of accounting. You feel like it's been a good experience for you so far?
Yes, sir. I've been learning a lot.
Would you recommend I'd say accounting students, because that's where you are. You're not still trying to decide. Would you recommend accounting students try to get some kind of internship?
100%. I think the internship process is a big part of it, almost as much as the schooling. Getting your hands on it and learning how they do it in the workforce compared to actually in the class with just pencil and paper, it's a big difference.
Well, I didn't get to do, when I was going to college, what you're getting to do, and I can tell you it will be of great value to you. I knew what a debit and a credit was when I got out of school December the 14th of 1990, and that was just about it. That the accounting real world, principles of accounting 1 and 2, absolutely. We do it 80% of the day, 80% of the time in this office. But there is so much more to it that you would not understand and did not get unless you've worked somewhere. Mm-hmm. And I hope that the things that you're learning with us will continue to carry you on from there.
It's been super helpful so far.
Now, we joked about math when we started this episode up, and I do have a math degree as well. Do you believe math is needed for accounting?
I do. Obviously, there's numbers. That's most of the work. But at the same time, it's knowing what to do with those numbers and how to kind of articulate and use those further. So it's critical thinking and numbers combined, sort of, not just math and formulas.
Well, I would agree with you. Obviously, math, knowing how to do math, and a lot of people think because they can't do math, they're not even going to consider going into accounting. That's not necessarily the case, but obviously, strength in the math category will definitely help you.
For sure.
Kyler, I believe, and I don't believe that I'm biased to this, but I do believe that accounting is the best undergraduate degree that a college student could get. Now, if you want to be a teacher or you're going into a category like that, obviously that's what you've got to do. But from the professional side of things, I am high on the accounting degree. Is there a lot of accounting students at Arkansas?
Yes, sir. There's a lot.
Do you think, or do you know, are they pursuing accounting to be an accountant or for other reasons?
So there's some of both. I know that a lot of our professors, even in the accounting school in specific, recommend it to kids who want to go do law school. Yes. Just another example. But yeah, there's a lot of career accountants too, or aspiring.
Yeah, there's lots of tax accountants that have the accounting degree and then went on to get their law degree and become a tax lawyer. Absolutely, that's exactly right. There's a saying that if you know how to run the checkbook, then you can run the company. And the best business owners typically are accountants. Would you agree to that?
Yes, sir. I've heard a lot of that too in my accounting classes is even if you don't want to be an accountant, if you know how to work the financial statements and look at that stuff and make sense of them, then it'll benefit you no matter where you are at the top of a business.
Absolutely. That's exactly right. We're not here today to promote accounting, but we are here to make people aware of, if they're going to college, that they should strongly consider an accounting degree, which is my understanding now, you had to have a master's.
So you don't have to. You could do a 4-year program, but they offer, at least at Arkansas and a lot of other universities, a 5th-year program to where you get the credit hours to then go and take the CPA.
So you have to take you have to be a master's degree to set for the CPA now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes and no. No, you can do other ways, but for the most part, you're going to have to get a certain amount of hours, whether it's in the workforce or credit hours with university.
See, when I was graduating 36 years ago, there wasn't even a consideration of taking a master's degree. As a matter of fact, for me to get my accounting degree, I had to have 124 college hours.
Mm-hmm.
How many college hours do you think I had?
124?
124. I didn't waste 1 ounce, Jason.
Efficient.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But there's a couple of reasons. Number one, I didn't have money to take 125 hours or 126. I didn't have the money to go mess off 3 hour and have to withdraw from a class. I had to be efficient. But on the other hand, they said there needed to be 124 hours on your resume, on your transcript to graduate. So why would you want to have 125? Just wasting time.
Extra knowledge?
How many hours? Exactly. How many hours does it take now to have a master's degree?
I'm not 100%. I want to say it's close to 160, or it might be 160 exactly.
Okay. You've completed 3 years?
Yes, sir.
Will it take you 5 years?
For the master, yes. I'll come out of the 5th year ready with all the qualifications to take the CPA.
Now, my understanding, and maybe this is just exclusive to the University of Arkansas, are you getting some credits working here with us?
Yes, sir, I am. I don't know for other colleges, but with the University of Arkansas, I get a 3-hour course credit for working here. They had me send in a job offer letter that you sent me. I sent it to them. They accepted it, and then I got enrolled into the class, and I'd do a couple things and get credit for the class.
Here we are, Jason.
I don't even pay. I didn't pay for the class itself. It was
Would you say we're affiliated? Are we affiliated with the University of Arkansas now, Jason?
That seems like it, right?
This man is going to walk across stage someday in the near future.
He's going to stop and accredit us?
Because he worked here.
That's right.
And he got credits from working with M.W. Wright and Company.
Sounds like we're being used.
I think you should contact the University of Arkansas and see when our check's going to be arriving in the mail.
That's right.
Because I guarantee you they probably charged his mom and daddy for it.
Well, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Something on that end of the table that Jason is big on, Kyler, is AI.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think AI is fitting into accounting?
So it's moving it more from where, obviously, either way, you've got to know the stuff. But let's say 5 years ago, you may have been calculating a lot of those numbers with your hands compared to now. A lot of that stuff can be done by a computer. You need to know, like I said, where to put those numbers, but the computer can automate a lot of those tasks that are kind of repetitive or just like manual, just brute force working problems to say.
Okay. And we'll take example, maybe you are aware of this with Jason, with you sitting in the same room with him from times, but we'll take stock sales, buy date, buy price, sell date, sell price, description, the 5 things that have to be on there to calculate and put onto a Schedule D, a stock sale. Jason, you used AI to help us alleviate that long process, did you not?
Yeah. Had AI take the information from the pages and put it into a TXF format, which you can import into, in our case, Pro Series, so that, it just imports every single transaction.
So the 1099B that we get from the brokerage, from a stockbroker, that shows all the individual's transactions, short-term and long-term.
Yep.
You were able to take those, put those in, and kick out a results pretty quick.
Yeah. In the software I set up, that we can view the page, we see what the AI sent back to us, we view it to make sure everything matches, Mark it is reviewed, go to the next page, and just go through the pages that way just to verify everything. And saves a lot of time with the data input, which is a
Massive.
large part of it.
Yes.
So
this is how time consuming, and both of you have worked on Schedule Ds. This is how time consuming Schedule D and stock sales are. When I see a 1099 interest, 1099 dividend, 1099B from a brokerage house, the first thing I do is go to the 1099B to see how many transactions they have. That will determine how much of a cringe I'm going to put on by seeing how much work there's going to be.
Yeah.
And a client will come in here and say they did some day trading, just a few transactions. And then you get it and it's 40 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And all that has to be entered into the tax return.
Yeah.
Obviously, AI has definitely helped in that particular category.
We've had clients with over 100 pages. I mean, just my experience. I know y'all have had longer, but the ones I've dealt with over 100 pages.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a Bachelor's of Science in Accounting, and you're working towards a Master's of Science in Accounting. Is that still what it's called in this day and age?
Yes, sir.
When did you know that accounting might be the degree you want to go after?
So I started in engineering, and then after my first semester up at the University of Arkansas, it went okay, but it wasn't super interesting to me. So I moved to business, and then after a semester of business, I honed in on accounting.
Okay. Would this be after your freshman year?
Yes, sir.
So you've been working real hard on accounting for the last couple of years now?
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
About a year and a half, 2 years.
Because you and I had a conversation, going on almost a year ago, something like that.
Yes, sir.
Potentially interning with the company. Absolutely. I decided I wanted to be an accountant when I was 16 years old, still at Denison High School.
Wow.
I have not, well, there's a good story to that.
I got to hear it.
Yes. Number one, I couldn't read, write, or spell. So I needed to do something with math.
Numbers.
And being a math teacher wasn't going to pay very well. So what's the next thing? Well, this accounting deal has some math in it. So I didn't realize there was so much other stuff to find out other than 1 + 1 is 3. But it all worked out for me. But that's another reason why with 124 hours, that's all it took for me to graduate, is because I knew exactly what I wanted to do from day one.
Mm-hmm.
And back when I was going to school, you didn't have to get the basics totally out of the way. You didn't have to do math, science, English, and history before you could go take 3,000, we call it 3,000 category classes. You could start taking Principles of Accounting 1 day one. And is all of your accounting classes in the classroom?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They offer online, but we don't take them. They're for online students.
Do the teachers, the professors, do they still get on the chalkboard?
They do. They use smart boards, chalkboards, different stuff. But yeah, they'll write on the chalkboard.
Do we? Here's a question, Jason. Is there still those green chalkboards in classrooms?
No, they're white expo markers. There's no more of the actual chalk.
No green and no chalk.
No chalkboard. It's all expo.
Hey, that changed back in my day. I started seeing the crossover. So
really,
it's been that long.
I am in culture shock.
Yeah,
and disappointed actually.
Yeah, I don't know. The fingers down the chalkboard thing really got to me. So
that's a good reason to go away from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's bad. I just got a chill.
Yeah.
Well, I always like the chalkboard because it's green. Green means money. Yeah. Accounting.
Hey, right in the green marker.
Right? Okay. Take your white marker board, magic marker board, and use a green one, huh?
There you go.
All right. I like it. Yes. The story. Have you ever heard of the Brady Bunch?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Well, you're
wrong generation.
Out. Yeah. Well, hey, like we've talked about on this show, Andy Griffith was already off. Andy Griffith was on to reruns when I was born, but it's still something I still do to this day. There are some lessons in life that can only be learned by watching these old shows.
Was Brady Bunch one of those?
And Brady Bunch was. Brady Bunch was always.
I would agree with you on the.
You saw some Brady Bunch, have you not?
Oh yeah, it was I come home at the end of the day after school, and it was on.
I mean, you're only 13 years younger.
Followed by Saved by the Bell.
Oh, yeah. Mighty.
He didn't even know what that is.
No,
Is that
I've heard of that one.
Is that Mario Lopez?
Yes.
In every hotel room around the country, when you turn on the TV.
Yeah.
Is that E or something?
What?
What he does? Entertainment or E?
Yeah, that's right. E Entertainment or whatever that is.
Exactly.
I don't watch it, but yeah,
Mario. Think of Mario's. I don't think Mario's got an accounting degree.
He may. He's pretty talented.
Well, he needs one to add up all his money.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. You know what he does? He sits on the couch. He's got accountants.
That's right.
Yeah. So there you go. So Brady Bunch dad was an architect.
All right.
All right. He had 6 kids, a wife that didn't work, and a maid.
All right.
Did not work outside the home. I knew that took a lot of money to be able to do 9 people on one paycheck. So I was either going to be an architect, and because I knew math, an accountant. Well, I figured out I wasn't very good staying in between the lines when I draw. So I kind of thought that the architectural deal may be out. Now, I didn't realize in the 1980s they're going to be doing it all on a CAD system on a computer that kind of did it all for you. That might have been different, but I can't complain because when you get into that architectural stuff, you do get into some engineering, and you just didn't feel engineering was right for you.
Yeah, and more chemistry than anything.
Oh.
It's just not fun.
All right. See, I didn't
Got through it, but
I never pursued the engineering deal, but if there was any kind of science involved, out.
yeah.
OUT out. I had to have 8 hours of science to graduate. I have 8 hours of science. Microbiology and zoology. I think that's what it was. And I actually took it in high school as dual credits. I've never taken a college class of science. Those came from the local junior college where you get the duals. Great stuff. What would be any kind of, what would be something, see, here's where I'm going with this. You are a junior. You are barely 20 years old, but there are also people that are going back to school. And for example, we have nurses that just getting their degrees in their 40s. Would you think accounting is something that a person who has not been in school for 20 years could go back and accomplish?
I do. I think it's definitely possible, and I think it's beneficial and valuable because being financially literate and being able to work with those things is very good. I definitely think it's possible. Going back to the original question, it just takes a little bit of effort, like any other thing. You'd have to learn it, but I definitely think you could do it.
I believe anybody where there's a will, there's a way. And if you want to do it and you want to get your degree when you're 80 years old, you know, obviously that's, I know a lot of people, did not get their law degree till they were in their 50s and just started practicing law after they were already 50 years old, which is incredible in itself. But once again, the accounting profession, it is one thing that has not went away. It has not went anywhere. Balancing a checkbook, I don't believe that we concentrate on it enough in the schoolhouse. Mm-hmm. And it is a major thing to have taught. I believe there ought to be a class on compound interest. Now what?
Lot of that stuff.
I don't know if you know this. Albert Einstein said the 2 most powerful words in the world were compound interest. Because if you have credit cards, they're killing you. If you have money that's getting compounded in some kind of account, you are killing it in the other way. Your money's working for you type deal. And a lot of that stuff you really get into and you see in the math and the accounting profession because people want to make some money and then they want to try to invest it. And there you go. But that's another one of my nitpicking things is, what do we actually get out of going to high school and then into college from an education? You are doing it the right way. No pun intended down there from you, sir. But accounting is something that if you enjoy, and I do enjoy it, for some crazy reason, I like to do tax returns. If you enjoy it, it will be with you, and that's something that you will do till you retire because it will allow you to go run the companies. And like I've already said, a lot of CEOs are accountants. A lot of CEOs are lawyers. But that particular profession is some of the most successful people in the business world. There's also Elon Musk and the Microsoft guy.
Bill Gates,
that dude. Yeah, him.
Yeah.
That are high school or college dropouts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it all works in different ways. There's a whole lot more people that are getting their degrees in accounting and running companies than there are dropouts. I think that education is very expensive for 90% of us to not use our degree. You're on a path, I can assure you, Kyler, to being able to use your degree if you stay within the accounting profession. And any final thoughts that you might have on accounting? What is it doing for you?
I mean, I can't complain. It's been doing great things for me, from just being able to do my own tax return and understanding something like that to being able to, at the end of my last semester, I can fully put together a state of financial statements now. So it's helped me in a lot of different ways, but it also just helps me whenever I'm looking at just day-to-day things, kind of just understanding how a business works or how a company's trying to strategize or do something. Absolutely.
Going into the business world, accounting degree should be at the top of your list as an incoming freshman, without a doubt. Kyler Dusick, congratulations on where you are now, and good luck on where you're going in the future.
Thank you.
I am very happy that you are here with us, and I look forward to continuing to get to work with you and showing you some of my ideas, traits, and skills, and hopefully it'll help you in the near future.
Yes, sir.
As always, contact me, info@mx3.vip. Find all of our content, mx3.vip, or on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@mx3 Podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified of all of our new content, which comes out every Monday and Thursday by Mr. Jason. Go down, give us our comments. Tell us how great accounting is in your life. Tell us how much you hate math in your life. It does not matter. We just want the feedback. So, for everyone who's been a part of this show, continue to live your life the right way.